NBA standings prediction for the upcoming season 2021-2022 season. Looking forward to it. So I have been meaning to do this, but I had to really, take a pretty hard look at it, give you guys my prediction on the upcoming NBA season. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. But we're back with this. Looking forward to it. Very, very looking forward to it. People are saying it's boo-boo. Some people are happy with it. But we're going to see. I don't really care about that. We're just going to give you guys my NBA season predictions. So it's going to get started. So I see it's not divided by conferences. It's just the 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed for each conference. So without further ado, like the video, sub. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Number 1, I got the Utah Jazz. The reason I say Utah for the West, actually, let me give you guys both. I'm going to go with the Bucks. I think the Bucks and Utah will be top seed. I can tell you why. Utah, there's no 1 seed last year. I think they had the best record in the league as well last year. Too bad they get exposed in the playoffs, especially regarding Rudy Gobert. Clippers play small ball, kind of hurt Rudy Gobert defensively because he couldn't really move his feet. But I still think Rudy Gobert, probably the best defensive player in the league. Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich. They're still going to be one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the league. And they are a very good regular season team, which we have seen. So I expect them to be number 1 in the West. Not the Lakers. I do think I will get to the Lakers, but I do have the Lakers second or third. I'll get to that. Then for the East, the Bucks. I mean, it's really uncertainty regarding Brooklyn, Philly. I do like the Heat, my Knicks, but I don't expect them to be number 1. I do expect the Bucks. I mean, you got probably the best player in the league, Giannis. Chris Middleton, Jrue Holiday, Brook Lopez, the defending champs. I do expect them to be number 1 in the East. Not really too much changes that they did, but I do expect them to be number 1 in the Eastern Conference. Second seed out there in the West. Gonna go with the Lakers. I will go with the Lakers. Probably the oldest team in the league, the most experienced team in the league. You got LeBron, King James, Anthony Davis, Carmelo, Westbrook, Malik Monk, Kendrick Nunn, DeAndre Jordan. Dwight Howard's back for like a third time. They guys are stacked with experience. I'm not sure if they're really going to actually. I don't want to put them second. I may switch that. But as of right now, we will leave them second. But I just think that it's a lot of people's teams to win a championship this year. I would love for Carmelo to get a ring. But we'll see. But I do got the Lakers second. I just think that experience is really going to happen throughout the season. But it's going to be some gelling between Westbrook, LeBron, AD. We don't have Westbrook, triple-double man. We're going to see. We're just going to see which Westbrook, we're going to see the Westbrook. We're going to see. But people got to admit, Westbrook is averaging triple-double. He averaged a triple-double last year with the Wizards. Come on now. Out. Second in the Eastern Conference. I got Brooklyn. The whole Kyrie situation, I'm not really sure if I'm happy with that. Like I said, it's his choice to get vaccinated or not. I expect his decision if he does. If he doesn't, it's his choice. But, I mean, if you're going to cost your team a ring over not getting vaccinated and be a part-time player this year, that's on you. But, I mean, you got Durant and Harden. Durant and Harden and Kyrie. 3 of the top 15 players in the league. Yes, I'm putting Kyrie. On his day, he's a top 15 player in the league. Him, Harden, and Durant. You got 2 of the top 10, Harden and Durant. Then you got Kyrie in there. It's absolutely crazy. I like the look of Cam Thomas they got from LSU. Still got Joe Harris. Yes, DeAndre Jordan's gone, but seeing when they put their faith in Nick Claxton. LaMarcus Aldridge is back. They can sign Paul Millsap as well. Really, really looking forward to this team and see how they do. But I do have them second. So third out in the Western Conference. Ooh. It's between Phoenix or Denver. I'm going to put Denver. But I was thinking about putting maybe the Lakers third. But, I mean, Denver, Phoenix, and Lakers all have a chance to be top to be the second spot in the West. I'm going to go with Denver and MVP Jokic. Jamal Murray should be back. Jokic probably is the best big in the league. But you can say Joel Embiid is. I'll get to the 76ers. But Jokic, how big he is and how he makes it look so easy. Probably the best passing big man in the league as well. He is the best passing big man in the league as well. You probably say it all time as well. Because his assist numbers for a center are pretty astronomical. But Jamal Murray's back. Will Barton's there. Jokic. Michael Porter signed a new contract. They signed my boy Bones Highland. They drafted Bones Highland. Really looking, love his game. Looking to see how he fits. I do think overall Denver's going to be a very, very, very good team. Again, that's my opinion, but I do think Denver are going to be a very good team. Third, out in the Eastern Conference. Ooh. I want to say the Heat. I'm going to say the Heat. I mean, I think adding Kyle Lowry is probably one of the most underrated pickups. Kyle Lowry's good. Yeah, last year they kind of, they played in Florida. They wasn't really themselves. They didn't have that Jurassic Park defense, Toronto Park, whatever it's called, Raptors Park. That defense they had last, on that championship winning team was absolutely phenomenal, mostly by Kawhi. But I do think Kawhi, no, not Toronto. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the Heat. Yeah, but Kyle Lowry with the Heat, with Jimmy Butler, who had a very good year last year. Bam Adebayo, one of the rising best big man in the league. Also added PJ Tucker for that defensive experience. You still got Duncan Robinson just on new contract. Tyler Hero. This is going to be a good team. It's going to be a very, very good team. Looking forward to the Miami Heat getting back to the playoffs. It wasn't playoffs. They got swept by the Bucks. But I do expect them to be the third best team in the Eastern Conference. And I very, very, very think that Kyle Lowry is going to be a big part of that. Number 4 out west is Phoenix. I do got Phoenix number 4. I mean, they made it to the finals. I mean, you could say, if Anthony Davis didn't get hurt first round, or Jamal Murray played second round, or Kawhi didn't get hurt, you can call Phoenix run a fluke, but this team is for real. We saw it towards the end of the bubble. I think they were like 7-0, 8-0, but they still didn't make the playoffs because they were shit that year anyway. Devin Booker is one of the best pure scorers in the league. The man can score any out, anyway. You got one of the best point guards of our time, Chris Paul. Big fan of I love Mikal Bridges. Big fan of Mikal Bridges. Got DeAndre Ayton. When they haven't re-signed, he is kind of soft, you could say. Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, boss man. A very, very good team. Defensively, they was great last year as well. I do think this team is going to make, hopefully, I'm not sure about conference finals. I'm not sure about going back to the finals, but I expect them to have another great year. Out east, I'm going to put the Hawks. Now, I'm going to put the Hawks. I did put Philly because I'm not sure about the Ben Simmons situation. If Ben Simmons leaves, then I do expect Philly to be a 4th seed. But the Hawks are good. You got to get credit to the Hawks. Trae Young, 20 and 10 every night. John Collins, high flying. Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Huerter, Bojan Bogdanovic, Gallinari, Capella. They are stacked for like 1-8, 1-9, 10. And the Jazz are Sharif Cooper and Jalen Johnson. I like what the Hawks are doing. Big fan of the Hawks. I'm not really a fan of the Hawks. I don't really like them, but gotta get credit where credit's due. They're a good team, and I expect them to be that 4th spot. Out east, 5th. Coming in 5th, baby. We have out west. Ooh, now it's probably getting a bit tough. Starting to get a bit tough. I got Dallas. I like Dallas. Luka, first team all NBA. Luka's a dog. Luka can give you a triple-double. Don't be surprised if Luka starts averaging triple-doubles throughout his career in a season. Don't be surprised. Luka Doncic, one of the best. He's probably the best young player in the league. Luka is freaking phenomenal. I'm not too sure about everybody else in the team. I do like Porzingis, but I do like Tim Hardaway. He's a shooter. Dorian Finney-Smith, I really like Dorian Finney-Smith. He's kind of like their defensive guy, Mr. Do-It-All. Not going to score really, but rebounding, assisting, and his defense. I like some of the pieces that they have. I'm gonna be looking forward to see which step they take after losing Rick Carlisle. But he's been there for so long, had a great head coaching career. But that was back in the Pacers. But I got Dallas. That was my 5th overall spot out west. Now for the Eastern Conference, I'm going to put the Knicks. I'm going to put the Knicks. I'm going to put my Knickerbockers. You damn right I'm going to put the Knicks out in the 5th spot. I expect them in the Hawks to play again in the first round. The Knicks are good. They improved their bench from last year. The starting backcourt from last year was Alfred Payton and Reggie Bullock. Alfred Payton is with Suns. Reggie Bullock's with Dallas. But you upgrade that with Kemba Walker, who I don't expect to play every game, especially because of like his knee. Evan Fournier, who's an upgrade over Reggie Bullock. Not really defensively, but just that extra scoring punch which the Knicks need in the playoffs. You got most improved player of the year, All-Star Julius Randle. RJ Barrett, 3rd year. Mitchell Robinson's back. Derrick Rose, Alec Burks. You can see I'm getting pretty excited about the Knicks. Quentin Grimes, Duke McBride. Very, very enjoyed this team. I did watch him last night. Taj Gibson looking like Chicago Taj Gibson. But I do expect the Knicks to be the 5th seed with that defense being top 5, top 10 again. Looking forward to Knicks. 6 out west. I'm going to put... Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. That is tough. I want to say Portland. I want to say Warriors. I want to say I think I'll go with the Clippers. Yes, they lost Kawhi. That's one of the best players in the league as well, Kawhi Leonard. They did lose Kawhi, but we saw Paul George, not no pandemic P, playoff P in the playoffs. What he did. Yes, they lost to Phoenix. I think it's 6, and they lost Patrick Beverley. They traded Patrick Beverley. But Paul George, Ibaka should be back. I don't expect him to be a top 3, top 4 team just because they're losing Kawhi Leonard. But it should still be a solid team out west. Paul George is going to have to burden a lot of scoring. But Terrence Mann, do you like Terrence Mann? But I do expect the Clippers just to fall a tad bit to that 6th spot out west. You could say Portland could be better than, you could say Warriors could be better than them. But I don't think so. Out east, I'm going to say Philly. I will say Philly. I still expect them to make the playoffs. You got Joel Embiid. Dominant. My only thing is the whole Ben Simmons situation. I know he wants to leave. The fans don't want him there. The man can't shoot to save his life. And we've seen it in the playoffs against the Hawks. But we have Joel Embiid. Still got Tobias Harris, who's a very, very solid secondary scorer. Then Green for threes. The only thing about losing Ben Simmons is losing his playmaking and his terrific defense. Dwight Howard left. It's still not a bad team. It's still a solid team. But I do think them losing Ben Simmons will probably hurt a bit more than what a lot of people think. But if Ben Simmons stays, how happy is he going to be? But I expect Philly to be 6th spot out east. 7th out west. That's tough. I'm going to say Golden State. I just think Steph is going to have another crazy year like he did last year until Clay gets back. Reason I got 7 because I expect Clay to come in, I think around December, January, and just be the Klay Thompson we all know. And I'm high on the Warriors. I've been loving Jordan Poole, which I've been seeing in the postseason. Can we see a vintage type throwback Draymond? James Wiseman's hurt, but he should be back. I like the rookies, Kuminga and Moses Moody. Steph, that's all I can say is Steph. Steph, Damian Lee, much more than that. Wiggins, of course. I forgot about Andrew Wiggins. But I expect the Warriors to be 7th. They didn't make the playoffs last year. They made the play-in, but they did lose. But I expect the Warriors to be 7th in the West. Going up against the Lakers in the first round. Out east, I got Boston. Now, You could say Boston could be over Philly, but I reason I say it because the whole point guard situation. I'm assuming Marcus Smart is going to be Boston's point guard because they did lose Kemba Walker to the Knicks. I forgot to mention that, but they did lose Kemba Walker to the Knicks. I love the duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Payne Pritchard looks good. Al Horford is back, but he may miss the first couple of games with COVID protocols. Marcus Smart, one of the best defensive guards in the league. Robert Williams, it's still some question marks. They get a new coach. Brad Stevens moved to a higher basketball operations position. My only concern with Boston is the point guard situation. I don't really see Marcus Smart as a true point guard, more of a combo guard. But we're gonna see how Boston does with that. Extremely excited. I think it's Ime Udoka, Boston's coach. Very excited to see how he goes. But we will see along the way. 8th out west, we have the Portland Trailblazers. I do like Portland. I do expect Portland Trailblazers to be back in the playoffs. Again, how much is Dame going to have to do? How much is Dame Lillard going to have to do for Portland? It's kind of the same team as last year, to be honest. They did resign Norman Powell. McCollum's there. Robert Covington's there. Yusuf Nurkic, Dame. They did add Larry Nance. They did get rid of Derrick Jones. I do like the Larry Nance pick up off the bench. But besides that, I mean, they weren't good defensively last year either. But again, how much is Damian Lillard going to have to do for this team? We're going to see. We are going to see. But 8th out west was Portland. 8th, I got the Chicago. I think like people are pretty high on Chicago. I'm pretty high on Chicago as well. I love the Lonzo Ball pickup. My only thing is what's going to happen with Kobe White because they signed Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. What's going to happen with Kobe White? I'm guessing it's going to be Kobe White and Caruso come off the bench as the two guards. I love Zach LaVine. He's going to be. Hopefully Chicago does resign him. If not, you know what to do. I like the DeRozan pickup. Again, they are losing some shooting, but that's fine. They lose Lauri Markkanen, but they still got Nikola Vucevic, who I think is one of the most underrated. I think he's the most underrated center in the league. That dude puts up numbers every year. Yeah, he was playing for the Magic. They're making the playoffs, but there's a mediocre playoff team. Him in Chicago, full year with him in Chicago. Him, LaVine, Lonzo, DeRozan. They're going to be good. I expect the Bulls to make the playoffs finally in the last couple of years. But that's how I have in the 8th spot, Chicago Bulls. Now, 9th. Now for the 9th through 12th, I'm just going to have my first 3 picks out west. And then we'll go to the East. So, 9th in the Western Conference, I got Memphis. I expect them to be in the play-in again. They did make the playoffs last year. They beat the Warriors, I think. But I do expect Memphis to be in the play-in again. John Morant, 3rd year John Morant. Hopefully Jaren Jackson can stay healthy. Please stay healthy, Jaren Jackson Jr. I like Dylan Brooks. I haven't seen too much of the rookie. They got Zaire Williams. But I will be keeping an eye on that. They got Steven Adams. So it gives him a big body down low. He does fit that grit and grind Memphis Grizzlies. But I do like that Steven Adams pickup. Valanciunas is with the Pelicans. But I got Memphis as my 9th seed out west. 10th, the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs going to be my 10th team. Again, I don't expect to make the playoffs. It's going to be a tough year, I feel like, for them. I do like Keldon Johnson. I did lose DeRozan. Derek White, still there. Jakob Poeltl. It's going to be a tough year for the Spurs, I feel like. I just feel like it's going to be a tough year for them. I just don't really expect them to be. I expect them to struggle again this year. Pop. Maybe it's last year. Who knows? But I expect the Spurs to be the 10th spot out west. 11th. I'm high on the Kings. Now, 11th is still pretty shit. It's still not really in the playoffs, but De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox. He averaged 25 last year. I didn't even really notice that. De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Haliburton, Davion Mitchell. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Too bad they're in the Western Conference, which is absolutely stacked. Defensively, they were shit last year as well. But I'm loving. Hopefully, we do get to see some lineups of De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, and Davion Mitchell all on the court together. I do like Rashawn Holmes. Harrison Barnes is still there. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anybody else. Buddy Hield, but I do like Buddy Hield. Strong shooting, Buddy Hield. Again, I think defensively they're going to struggle again, but I expect David Mitchell to improve that defense very, very much. 9, 10, 11. One more team out west. It's going to be the Pelicans. It's going to be the Pelicans. How long is Zion going to deal with this crap? How long is he going to stay with the Pelicans? I don't know. David Griffin. I have heard some. I read heard some stuff like players don't really like David Griffin stuff like that. Some questionable moves he's made. Again, new coach Willie Green's down there. They got Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas, and that's really like who's the point guard? Nikhil Alexander Walker. Or I forgot Eric Bledsoe is with the Clippers. Did forget that. But it's a lot more questions than answers with the Pelicans. Josh Hart, it did resign with them. But again, it's just a lot of questions with the Pelicans. I'm not really too sure about them. But So that's it. Memphis Spurs Kings. Memphis now out east. The 9th seed. Indiana Pacers. At the Indiana Pacers, I got them low because the injuries. T.J. Warren gets hurt. He gets hurt pretty frequently. Caris LeVert is pretty hurt. But I love DeMontis Sabonis. I'm a big fan of Sabonis. He's gonna be good. He's having a pretty solid career now. But I'm a big fan of DeMontis Sabonis. Just the way that he plays. He's good. I just love his game. Miles Turner's there. If you look at, Brogdon, LeVert, Warren, Sabonis, Turner, you expect them to be higher up. But again, I'm just concerned about the injuries. I'm very, very concerned about the injuries. 10th spot, we got the Toronto Raptors. They lose to Kyle Lowry, the main leader. Van Fleet's still there. I like Scotty Barnes. Big fan of Scotty. I like his game. Pascal Siakam. Can him and Nick Nurse, reconcile. And then OG Anunoby. I thought about OG Anunoby. My guy, OG Anunoby. Chris Boucher. Ooh. They got some talent, but again, it's going to be... They are back at home, but I do know last year it wasn't great. It was back at home last year, and it kind of did play a part, which I do understand. But I do have him 10th. I think that still is the play-in, so I do have him 10th. Expecting to compete in the play-in games. So we'll see. 9, 10, 11th spot. And this is where it gets pretty crap. I got Charlotte. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. I expect him to take a higher jump this year with Devontae. Actually, Pelicans have Devontae Graham. That was it. Pelicans do have Devontae Graham. He did sign with the Pelicans. So Devontae Graham is not a bad player. I should help the Pelicans with the backcourt situation. I forgot about Devontae Graham. But with Charlotte, they get rid of Devontae Graham. They did sign James Bouknight and some more players. Again, PJ Washington. I'm not really feeling it. I expect him to struggle again. But I expect Miles Bridges. But I expect some fascinating plays from the Hornets again. And then for the 12th spot out east. Actually, I want to put the Wizards as... I want to switch out the Wizards and Charlotte. Wizards will be 11th. Especially then we come off the ACL injury going to the Wizards. Him and Brad Beal. I like that. Montrezl Harrell, Kuzma, and KCP. Kuzma going to get a bigger role. Montrezl Harrell, we all know how Montrezl Harrell is. Absolutely dog on his day. Off the bench, a lot of questions. A lot of questions off the bench for the Wizards. But I do kind of like what the Wizards got going on. Also, they got Bradley Beal. You can't forget about Bradley Beal. How long is he going to stay? How long is he going to stay? But that's my teams right here. Now, for the last poo-poo teams. Going out west, 13th spot. I got Minnesota. Cat, Anthony Atworth, D'Angelo Russell. Ooh. Again, Cat is going to be in another losing season this year. It's a young team. But Cat, you can't really say Cat's young. His age, but he's I think like a 7th, 8th year in the league. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, 2nd year, and Anthony Edwards. Again, it's a lot of questions. The whole question, the final coach last year, how they got and how he came into a job. I was really interested in that. But again, it's I don't know. I just not really high on Timberwolves. I know Cat's gonna do his thing, but for how long is he gonna be in Minnesota? Got D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards. But I got this as my 13th spot. 14th, I got Houston Rockets. They're gonna be shit again. But I would like to see Jalen Green. He's probably gonna average between 15 and 20 points a game this year. Don't be surprised. He looks very, very good. Josh Christopher. Christian Wood's back. Very, very big fan of Christian Wood. But not too sure. Not too sure. Sean Tate made all rookie team. But again, it's a lot of I know Daniel Tice is there. But it's a lot of unknowns with the team. It's a lot of unknowns with this team. But I expect them to struggle again this year. Last year we got OKC. I think OKC, just like last year, are just gonna bring in just different players throughout the season. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who I'm a big, big fan of. I know obviously I'm a big fan of a lot of play, but I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the most underrated point guards in the league. He's like 6'5", 6'6". Very, very, very good point guard. So besides that, they added, Trey Mann, Josh Giddey from Australia, much more than that. But again, I expect OKC to be dead last. Pretty bad. Out west, now the last 3 teams, go and make this quick. We have the Orlando Magic, who I do expect to be 13th. They got tons of guards. They added Jalen Suggs while already having Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, Cole Anthony. It's a lot of guards. But Jonathan Isaac should be back, which is very, very good for them. Jonathan Isaac should be back. Remember they traded Aaron Gordon to Denver. But I don't expect Magic to be great again this year. Now, we have 14th, I think it's going to be Pistons. Yes, I have Cavs being the worst team in the East. I do think the Pistons having Kate Cunningham should help. But again, Jeremy Grant, who was most improved player until Julius Randle went crazy. I expect that to happen. Again, a lot of questions. Kate Cunningham, Jeremy Grant. But who else? I did like Kelly Olynyk. Surprised he went there. Sadiq Bey. I do like Sadiq Bey. Isaiah Stewart. Young team, but I expect them to struggle again. Last, we got Cavaliers. I don't know what the hell they're doing. You got Carl Sexton and Garrett Garland, who were one of the worst defensive backcourts in the league last year. You have Kevin Love, Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. I think I'm missing another big that they have. What? I expect the Cavs to be in last place out east. But yes, this was my standings predictions. You guys let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys later.